I've been writing about science, technology, the environment, and medicine for more than 15 years here in the US. Prior to that, I worked for general purpose publications, magazines, and newspapers in Europe and South America. In addition to Lab Manager, I have written for a number of trade publications, including Laboratory Equipment Magazine, Bioscience Technology, Pharmaceutical Processing, Drug Discovery and Development, and Proteomics and Genomics. My experience with the inner workings of laboratories comes from considerable exposure initially to medical technology labs, water and soil testing laboratories, as well as mining laboratories right out of college. Later, and especially here in the United States, I have had considerable exposure visiting and interviewing management of numerous laboratories engaged in pharmaceutical R&D, semiconductors, environmental studies, instrumentation design, and process development, to name a handful. When I'm not writing, I typically like to read, listen to a broad, eclectic assortment of music, watch some of the latest independent small studio movies, and focus on technologies that are aimed at reversing or mitigating the effects of climate change. The financial challenges associated with the university labs are unique, in that almost all funds that they receive have a direct relationship to the state of the economy. To put it simplistically, in great economic boom times, they are likely to receive more cash than in leaner times. Apart from the aggressive pursuit of grants, which their researchers do perennially, and I might add remarkably, these labs cannot drive up their revenues as industry labs can do by developing and selling cutting-edge products. These are not profit-generating entities, and all their funding are derived from third parties who based how much they give on the health of their own finances or in what areas of research they perceive as important or other specific goals in line with their own interests. Academic institutions have tapped federal funding quite successfully because of their unique and essential role in basic research. A role which fortunately is widely recognized by funding agencies, foundations, and other sources of grants throughout the country, and frankly the world. There is little doubt that the standard of living today in the United States has reached current levels because of key breakthroughs that had their origins in university labs. Because of reduced federal funding these days, university researchers have become more aggressive about spinning off marketable products from their grant-supported initiatives. In fact, there is some expectation under the Bayh-Dole Act that university researchers move to patent their inventions, thereby giving the public the opportunity to evaluate and possibly license them for inclusion in commercial products. Just to be clear, university labs receive funds from a number of sources, and the vaunted grantsmanship of many university-based researchers is hardly reserved for government funds. It is true that funds from government agencies such as the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, and the National Science Foundation, the NSF, come with the fewest strings attached. That is, researchers have the greatest freedom on what technical and scientific areas to pursue with these funds. In general, university lab managers have both different and similar management responsibilities to managers of industry and fee-for-service labs. The most striking difference is that a university laboratory, while it must operate efficiently, is not expected to make a profit or necessarily strikingly improved products or processes. It is true that the future of education-based laboratories look daunting at the moment, but it will brighten up as the economy improves. In fact, there are signs of respite already. These are based on the availability of recovery, that is stimulus money, that is starting to make its way in a number of university laboratories for equipment, new facilities in some cases, and renovation in others.